Hi guys, welcome back to Derby Koi, and what the hell's going on with this weather? We've had some quite nice warm days again the last few days. A bit cold yesterday, but there you go, it's snowing. I think Bisley wants to make a another snow dog, so that might be an option for later. So let's get this back in here, let the snow a little bit. Excuse me, got snow on my nose. Yeah, so I thought I'd do a little bit of filming today. As I said, I wasn't expecting this snow, so it's a bit of an update. I thought I'd obviously talk to you about the temperatures again as normal, things like that, and I want to give you a bit of an update on my NEOS, what are they called? Leak sensors, because somebody's messaged me and asked me how they're doing. So I thought I want to give you a quick update on those as we go along. So watch the video, hope you enjoy it. I'll see you in a minute. Okay, so quick look at the temperatures. In the pond we're about at 5 and 2 degrees in the filter house. So it's been had some quite a bit colder nights, but in here everything's good. I have got to clean my filters again. That might be today. We'll have a look at them if they need cleaning. If not, definitely tomorrow at the latest. I need to do that. Yeah, I want to have a quick chat with you about my leak sensors. Just a bit of an update on them, which were my NEOS leak sensors. You can have a look down here. There's the one. These come in a pack of 3, so you get 3 sensors in one pack. I think it's around the £50 mark, I can't remember. But you get 3 sensors in your bridging unit. Again, if you look in my previous videos, it'll explain more. I've just pulled it out at the moment. It's normally hidden behind this leg, around the back here somewhere, out the way, so don't tread on it. But I brought it out just for now so you can see it. But yeah, that's all going good in there. From there, I've got one out here. Leak sensors, absolutely fantastic. So if you go back and have a look at the videos, you'll see a bit more about them. But just a quick update, I have set them up at for humidity. They've got 3 settings, or alerts. Sorry, not settings. They've got humidity, temperature, and moisture and water detection. The humidity I've set quite high, because obviously in the filter house, especially if it's warmer weather, colder outside and warmer inside, I will get some condensation on here. I don't know if you can actually see, there's actually condensation on the window, if you can see it there. So the humidity will go up a little bit in the filter house, and if it rains a lot, we have a lot of rain, the pump house one outside can get a bit of high humidity, but I'm not too worried about that. The main concern for me is obviously leaking, water leak, or temperature drops. I have got them set fairly low for temperature, so if the temperature drops really low, it'll actually give me an alert. So it'll happen if the main problem is I don't want it freezing any pipe work or anything like that to cause a leak. So it's just to preempt the water sensor detection. If the temperature drops, I can't remember what exactly it's set to now. I think it's about 2 degrees, something like that. 2 or 3 degrees, somewhere around there. If it drops to 2 or 3 degrees in the filter house, I said at the moment, so that's saying 2 degrees, so it might be a bit lower actually. It might be 1 degree. I'll have to check. So when the temperature in here drops to around 1 degree, I get an alert, so I can keep my eye on the temperature a bit more then. So if it does start to drop even lower, down to freezing or below, I can actually come in here and check on it. If you need to, I can add some sort of heater in here, just to warm it up in here a little bit, to stop anything freezing in here and cracking. The chlorinators, there's 3 stages of chlorinators, I don't want that cracking any of the pipe work, just like that. So it just preempts it for me, so I can keep me on the temperatures and come in and put a heater in here if needed. Luckily I haven't yet, temperature hasn't dropped that low. And as for the water detection and moisture detection and water, obviously I haven't had a leak, thankfully, but if you For some of you may remember, on a previous video I actually showed you where I had a leak in the water in the filter house. My own fault, obviously. If you look back at it, it was my own fault. It leaked, and I lost quite a bit of water in the pond. And if it wasn't for my float switch which I got in the pond, I would have lost a lot more water. But luckily the float switch turned off after I lost probably about 6 or 8 inches of water out the pond, and it stopped me losing any more. So that's a good thing I had that. But if I'd had these leak sensors at the time, as soon as it started, I would have got a notification and I'd have come back in. I'd come in here, found the leak, turned everything off to stop it, and repaired it a lot earlier, so I wouldn't have lost anywhere near as much water. And as I'm on a water meter, it can be quite expensive. As I say, I lost quite a bit of water out of the pond, 6 to 8 inches, and obviously had to put that back on the water meter. Not the cheapest. So if I'd have had these sensors then, it would have saved me a lot of hassle, and it saved me money, obviously. But yeah, over the moon with them, the leak sensors. Also I did a review, I don't know if you can actually see, where is it? Oh, it's up there. That one up there. Alright, this one here is a NEOS camera. I did a review on those as well. I actually bought those myself. The leak sensors were kindly sent to me by NEOS, which I really appreciate. The cameras itself are my own. I actually purchased those myself. I initially bought them as pet cams for when I go out with Bisley, to watch them in the house, make sure everything's okay. But I decided, okay, ideal to use them in the pond as well, on the pond. So I've got the one in here in the filter house, and I've got that one as well. This one here as well. That one is actually exactly the same as the indoor one, as this one up here, as that one. As you can see that there, that one there. And the only difference is that one outside, I purchased a weather protection cover from Amazon, because these are actually, the white ones like that, they're actually indoor cameras, not specifically made for outdoors. But I bought that all-weather protection kit to give it a try outside, and again I got to say I'm over the moon with that. It's been out there close to 12 months now, probably 9-10 months, I can't remember when I put it out there, in all sorts of temperatures and all sorts of weathers, and I haven't had an issue with it at all. It has got a bit of protection from the shed and where it's positioned, so I've got the apex on the shed as well, the side on there, the fascia board, which is giving it a bit more protection from some of the elements, but it still gets wet and things like that, and I haven't had an issue. As I say, they're not made to go outside, they are sold as an indoor camera, but I've seen that one, well, not the camera, but I've seen the case, excuse me, I've seen the case on it, so I thought I'd give it a go, and I'm absolutely over the moon with it. Again, if you're interested, I'll leave a link to that video somewhere down below. If you want to watch it, that's great. So, but if you are interested in pond cams or NEOS, I do recommend them, NEOS, but the leak sensors, I'm absolutely over the moon with them. Going back to the leak sensors, I do test them occasionally to make sure they're still working, as in detecting moisture and water. So I'll get a bit of damp rag and I'll just pick it up and I'll put the sensor on the rag, and within a second or two I'll get the alert through on the phone, through the app on the phone, to say it's detected water, or it's detected moisture or water, whatever it is. So I do that periodically in the filter house, the pump house, even the one I've got under the sink in the kitchen, just to check that all working still and the batteries are fine and there's no problems with them and they're still sending and receiving the signal. Because if you look at the video, those are connected through the NEOS cameras. If you want a leak sensor, unfortunately you need the NEOS cameras, and when you buy the sensor it comes with the bridge. It'll explain it all if you watch back in the video, but they are relatively cheap. The cameras, I think, are around the £30 mark. They do have deals on them occasionally where you can get two, a lot cheaper than you would want. Then if you buy a pair, it'll be a lot cheaper than buying two singles, if you see what I mean. So keep your eye out for deals on those. And I think the leak sensor kit, I think they're around 40, 40 to 50 pounds, somewhere around there. I can't remember, but I think they're a really good value for money for what they are and what they do. As I said, if I'd have had the leak sensor in here before, when I had that problem with the pipe work, which is through my own schoolboy error, it would have saved me a lot of hassle and heartache. Luckily I didn't lose any fish, but I did lose a bit of water, and it was a hassle. Yeah, I noticed it first thing in the morning. When I got up in the morning, I noticed all the water was down before going to work. So it was a hassle. I'm just sort that out before going to work. But if I'd have had the leak sensor thing on it, I'd have noticed it earlier, and I could have sorted it earlier. But yeah, so that's that. A quick update on that. I'll have as you can see, it's snowing. Actually, I'm not on the side again. If you can see, it is snowing quite heavy now. So I'm going to have a quick check of the pond, and we'll have a look at those. Okay, let's have a look. As you can see, still moving about. Temperatures around 5 at the moment. What I can't believe how active they actually are lately. Still moving around. A little bit less active today than they have been. Even at lower temperatures, they've been a bit more active. But yeah, I actually thought they'd just be sat on the bottom, not actually moving anywhere. But they all seem to be moving around, so a little less active today. I mean, if you've seen in the last video how active they was. But yeah, let's come over this side. Let me see a better picture. Again, unfortunately, with the covers on, it's just giving a bit of reflection on there for the look of the fish. But now they are all looking fantastic still. I'm just roll on the summer, that's all I can say, and I think most people would agree with me. Winter itself is not the best time of the year for kite keepers, especially if you're unheated. Even if you are heated, most people are heated and covered. So you get the covers on, you can't actually enjoy the fish and enjoy the hobby as much as you would in the summer. I still enjoy checking on the fish and cleaning the filters out, things like that, and make sure everything's okay and do my water tests, which I do still enjoy. But obviously in the summer, you know, we get a lot more enjoyment out of them. We can actually sit out here and have a nice drink in your hand, if it's alcoholic or tea or coffee or whatever, just to sit out here in the summer and actually enjoy the fish and actually see them and, you know, keep your eye on them. So roll on the summer. I know it's a few months away yet before we can get these covers off, but I just can't wait. Like most people, we're in the same boat. Can't wait to get the covers off. And fingers crossed this year for a bit of a warmer summer. We had a little bit of a summer, some really hot days, but I don't think it was as hot as it could have been or has been in previous years. But hopefully we can get some nice temperatures this year and get some temperature back in the pond. Especially obviously if you're unheated, it don't really make much difference if you're heated, but unheated, it'd be nice to get some temperatures back in and get some more growth on the fish. I mean, the fish I had this year, I'm really pleased with them actually, what growth I have put on for this year. Especially Henry, the shaggy, which is now at the back. He's put quite a bit of growth on this year, but they all have. But I'm hoping this year we can get a lot more growth on them, bulk them up a bit more, and when the sowing comes, says Henry, he's put about the most growth on this year, I've got to say. He definitely has. There's my other ones, all coming round, and so they've all put some nice bit of growth on. Even Ziggy and Stardust, I've put a bit of growth on since I had them, which wasn't that long ago. It was just before the winter started, the temperature starting to drop. So yeah, roll on the summer, and we can get a lot more work done on the filter house, things like that. Get some growth on the fish, and more importantly for me, well not more importantly, but importantly for me, I want to look at getting my goshki this year. And maybe a kajaku, that's another one I've looked at. So I'll get a couple more fish this year hopefully. But that's obviously when the weather picks up, get a bit more temperature in here. We'll see what's about and I'll see what I can get. Yeah, so for now, I'm going to have my nice Sunday lunch, warm up a little bit. I'm covered in snow. So I'll be back here. What day? It's obviously Sunday, man. Sunday lunch, obviously. I'll be back with you in the week. See how we get on, how the fish are doing it. Until then, I'll have my lunch. Hi guys, it's me again. I'm back. Midweek. Just got in from work. Again, light's starting to go. And if you're interested, Sunday lunch, beautiful. Yeah, so just going to quickly finish the video off. I'll have a quick check temperatures again. It's been a lot warmer today. And I'd say, where are we? It's been over 10, I thought. Nearly 10.5 degrees at the moment outside. It's been much warmer from the cold weather. And come over here. And as you can see, snow's gone. All the snow's gone. Temperature a bit warmer, so there's a bit more warmth in the pond. I'll check the temperature of that in a moment. But unfortunately, over the weekend, coming the weekend, it is going to drop down again. So we're going to have minus temperatures on the night again. I think on the night it's been around 4 or 5, so it's not been too bad on the night. So have a quick. I'll spin you around and we'll have a quick check of the temperatures in the filter house. Okay, we go back in the filter house. Whether you can see that, it's red glare 5.4 in the pond, and inside the filter house it's actually 10. Actually, while I'm in here, just let you know I have started ordering the bits I need for my new filter system. What's going here, bulkheads and things. I've had some of them arrive, so I can get on with that. What I'm planning to do is I'm hoping to get a lot more. So some hasn't arrived yet, so I've got bits and pieces on order and get all this sorted out. I'm hoping to make it, get it all made up and whatever. Whether I'm going to install it now, I don't know. We'll see what the weather's like. If I can get it all up and running, that's be absolutely fantastic. But I do need to ask a question. I open this up. As you can see in there, that is my K1 micro media in there at the moment. Hello boy, he's come to say hello. Say hello, Bisley. Yeah, my K1, I'm using K1 in the filter at the moment. Quick look at the fish while I'm talking to you. As you can see, they're a little bit more active today because the temperature has risen up a little bit, but they're all fantastic still. Actually, I'll spin you back round. Yeah, so in my Easy Pod I've got K1 Micro. I'm assuming most of you, if not all of you, know who Righty is. He's just recently put a video out of his new filter, and he's been using the Evolution Aqua K Plus, I think it's called. And he had a slight issue with bits of swarf in there, well, quite a bit of swarf to be honest. And Evolution Aqua said it was from the manufacturing process. They try to get as much as they can out. I just wonder if anybody else has had this issue, because I am looking into that myself. Because I am putting a new filter in there, so I'd looked at the K1 and I was just wondering if anybody else had an issue with it, if anybody else has used it and found any swarf in there. If you have or you haven't, if you can leave a comment down below. If you've had the K Plus and you haven't found any of that, if you can let me know, or if you have, I'd really appreciate it. But the other question I'm asking is, my Easy Pod has got the K1 Micro. I was just wondering, would the K Plus work in there? Because it's a finer media, so it takes out more of the finer particles. Would that be okay in there, or would it slow the flow down or restrict it in any way? If anybody's tried it and it works in their Easy Pod, let me know. Because if it does, it's something I'll probably think of changing into there as well. The K Plus in the Easy Pod, and I'm just maybe thinking of a K1 or K1 Micro in the new what am I calling? How am I running? Moving bed. I'm blank. One of them days today at work. Yeah. So in my moving bed, I'm thinking of the K1 or K1 Micro, but thinking of changing my EasyPod to K+. So if you have come across it, or anybody's used it in there as well, if you could let me know, I'd really appreciate it. So yeah, that's it for now really, I think. I can't think of anything else at the moment, but just want to say a big thank you again to all those subscribed. I am getting very close to my 1,000 subscribers. I think about 90, just under 90 away, 85, 86, somewhere around there. When I hit the 1,000, I am going to do another giveaway. Probably do a couple of prizes. Not sure what they are yet, so keep your eye out for those. So if you are watching and you haven't subscribed, I'd really appreciate it if you could hit that subscribe button, and don't forget to ring that little bell for your notifications. And if you could share it, I'd really appreciate it. I know a lot of you probably on these Facebook groups and things like that, so if you could share for me, I'd appreciate it, so we can get to that 1,000 and there's a competition. So if you are going to share, I'd appreciate it. Just let them know I've got a competition coming up, and hopefully you like the content. So yeah, that's it for now. So stay safe. I'll see you on the next one. Job's a good one.